Hello, hello. Okay, good afternoon, Lions. Fellow Lions, good afternoon to you. Welcome to the high tea with district official photographers. So you know who are the district official photographers, right? Those who wear the badge one. No, badge one is special one, special.
I'm not wanted what to wear.
Yeah. Okay, that's for the information. I'm the DC for photography for the term of 2018 and 2019. So today is my last day. Thank you. So wait for the new DC. You know who's the new DC?
Don't know.
Don't know?
Don't know.
Our famous photographer.
Oh.
So you will do much better job than me, don't worry.
No. We all together.
Yeah, we all work together, don't worry.
We have beside the district photography, we have our own photography interest group. So after today, you all want to join us as interest group, by all means join us. You'll learn more things, share more things. You must have a passion of taking picture. Why? We will explain later.
Yeah, our interest group getting bigger and bigger, and even you don't have a big camera also can. Handphone also can take.
Yeah, handphone also can.
Yeah, some are now the handphone Huawei more very good You know Huawei right? So you buy Huawei more Okay. So anyway, today is a high tea.
Are you
So
spokesman for Huawei?
no. He's a spokesman.
Yeah, I play with Huawei. I play with most of the pictures.
Yeah. Okay, and today is a high tea, so it's make it relax, just to photo sharing and so one workshop. Today we are touching on the composition and also some setting. Setting will be by Johnny. I'm doing more on the composition, how to compose a picture. Because even you have a good camera, a very expensive camera, if you don't compose, it's still lousy. So composition to me, I find is most important. So this time I want to share some tips about composition. So at least you learn something, then when you go back, you can take some picture. And remember the rules. I give you 10 rules, important rules to follow. So after that, you can have practice. Yeah.
DC Raymond, can I check with you? You say composition. Does it only apply to your big camera, professional camera, or simple?
As I say,
Not
not necessarily.
Already said.
Composition don't do about nothing to do about camera. It's compose how the picture.
So you're teaching us also how to do it with just a simple handphone.
Anything, yeah.
Can.
Okay, so without further ado, I just quickly touch on this workshop first. Then after that will be the photo sharing by most of the photographer here. So we already downloaded a lot of photos. Okay, let me go through the slide. Okay, so these are the official photographer for 2018-2019. So you know these are the people already go through. Okay, so today I'm going to touch on the workshop. You want me to talk in Mandarin or talk in English? English better
English.
Okay, anyway 有华语是这边的我可以讲华语的说了如果有什么问题你可以问我OK， 今天我们会讲那个照片的构图了the composition about the photo. So when you take the camera out, you must know how to compose the picture. Okay, these are the 10 important rules about the composition. First, without the most important, everybody know about it. Can. Take that, don't take me. Okay, the first one is most important is the rule of third. Everybody know about photography. Rule of third is the most important. So what is rule of third? Later I'll teach you. Then balancing element. How you balance your photo. Hello, come check. Yeah. Okay, third is the leading lines. Okay, and also the patterns and symmetry patterns 对称跟的模式它的 pattern 你要找一个 pattern 出来会比较好看。Then 接下来是那个观点的 viewpoint, then the background background also important to me. You don't take anything the background alone very like rojak then become the picture very messy already. Then the depth of field, framing, how you frame the photo. Then after that you go to your computer or go to your handphone, you can do the cropping also. Then after that experimentation. Let me explain because nowadays digitalization So you can take as many as possible, as many photos as possible. You don't like delete, don't like delete. So later we go through. Okay, this is rule of thirds. Anybody first time hear about this rule of thirds? 第一次，OK， 这个是很重要的，在摄影方面这个最重要的3份法则，就是 rule of thirds. So what is rule of thirds? You look at the frame, right? The camera. The moment you look at camera in that picture, you divide them into 3 parts. First part, second part, 3 part. Horizontal and also vertical. 1, 2, 3. So then you see the line out there, right? 3 parts. Yeah. So these are the 3 parts. Then the intersection 的交界处有4个点，我们叫做 4 points. So very important these 4 points. Okay. So this is called rule of thirds. Okay. For example, when you take a subject, try not to put at the center. Or put at either 2 thirds here or 1 third here or the top part also. They say there's a bird flying. So don't put the bird in the center, very ugly. So put the bird in the center, the 4 point, the 4 corner here. 4 corner here. That is the best. So you see the photo will turn out, wow, good, very nice. Later I'll show you some examples. So remember, this is called rule of thirds. Okay? Very simple, right? Okay, next. Example, like see, I take this couple. You know who is he? SSD, who is he? My model. And his wife. So I want to take him, but then behind is a waterfall. This is at the new jewel at Changi Airport. So also quite not bad the background, alright? So I take him, but I don't take the center. I take the one third here. It's called rule of thirds. Then the picture come out nice. Also, you also feature the background also. So same also, you see, I don't put her in the center, then very ugly. So I put the side here, then it's a line here. So later I'll show you the line also. So this is a perfect picture that you can take. Okay, like this guy cutting the glass. So I also took just only last week only. So I also put him on the rule of thirds. So don't put the center. Same, this picture, this one yesterday I went to the civilization museum, right? So there are a few of these ones, the big ball, glass ball, very nice. So I took her there, took them there. So I put her on the rule of thirds. So this is called rule of thirds. Okay, remember. So later when you see all their photo, right, you also apply rule of thirds. So you will see more pictures later. Okay, next rule is balancing element. So what is balancing element? So let's say you want to apply rule of thirds, yes, you apply rule of thirds, but then the sky is empty, nothing. So it's good to fill up with something. That's called balancing, to balance the photo. 平衡的来 I took this 睡白，这个就是羊来。So 如果是刚刚一致的话，就不好看嘛，对不对？ So I put a few of behind here. Then become look nicer. So this will become more things to see. Same also. You just take them alone, not nice. So you just say something behind, nice picture behind. So you just shoot yourself. You can move yourself. You don't move them, you know. Go photographer, you need to move up. So the moment you move, the picture differently, the angle different, everything different. So don't let them go and move. So you are the photographer, you got to move yourself. So like if I take here, I take here, then become a sky only. So if I move around here, then beauty behind her. Then it will be nicer. So this is called balancing. So you need to balance the whole photo. Okay? 记得吗 ？Okay. The other one 是leading lines. So 最好有一些线条比较好看。好像这些这个 fans So there are some become a line. So same also you see the road curve So also become a line. So to make it a nice picture. So you take this lady, you just take her alone, not so nice. But if you see some picture with a line, so you will become better also. So we call it a 线条. Okay? Okay? So this sometimes you have to find the scene, the scenario, everything. Then you will see, open your eye, you see there's some lines around you. Okay? Next. Then come to the symmetry and pattern. So 找一些比较有一些pattern 就是说那些模式像四方形三角形圆形都可以。Like this one, I see this one like a triangle. So if you don't take at the side, then the triangle becomes out of shape already. So you take the center, so it becomes more proportional triangle. Or you can see the background a lot of round balls. So this is circle. So also a pattern. And then you see the rule of third, don't put at the center, you put at the side, then it becomes a nice picture. Then this is triangle and all the box, all the square pattern also. So also look for patterns. Okay, next is a viewpoint. So how you view the photo? This one I took in the Malacca Street. When our district we have a retreat at the Malacca, right? So during rainy time, I was on top of the building, second floor. So I saw this girl walking with the umbrella, and it looks nice. So I took. So I made sure that she put on 2/3 there. So look at 1/3. Then hold the pick up picture here. But one thing I didn't notice that there's one pole here become obstruction already. So not so nice. I think this picture is not so nice. But I wanted to just to show you this is a look at 1/3. And also point view, I take from the top. So this one also, this is a seaside, right? So the guy is there. So I take from the top, also different view. So when I go for event, when I take a picture for, let's say, table, dinner table, everything, right? So I don't ask the people stand up, go behind them and then take a group picture. I mean, troublesome for that, also can, but troublesome for that. So I ask them, you don't need to move, just turn the head and look at me, can already. So I put my picture, my camera on top, just take down. So this is called point view. You point down, then you can see everybody there already. Some I took from the ground and took up also very nice. So different point view. So you must see the viewpoint, different view. So it will be quite nice also. So this is one of the rules. Okay. Okay, this is important. Background. You see the bird in the sky. So then this bird will become very outstanding. Correct? Like this girl playing the violin, so the background is dark. So the whole face becomes very outstanding, stand out. So background is important. Don't put background behind or something behind, then it will be nice already. But this one also can, but then you lower down your aperture so that the subject here is sharp. Then background is blur, also can. So then it becomes a nice picture. So you see all these are all rooted. But this one is centered because you know why? Because we are taking a portrait. So if you are taking a portrait, normally you put a subject in the center. But if you take a scenery, you want to see behind, then you put at the 2/3 or 1/3. Okay? Okay, the other one is a depth of field. Depth means is go further. So this is good for when you travel. You go to anywhere, you go travel, go to high ground, you take the scenery, right? So this is important, the depth of field. So this one something to do with setting already. So later on, Johnny is going to talk to you about, share with you about some setting. How you set the depth to become everything is sharp, even far away also sharp. So this is important. Because if you don't do the right setting, in front is sharp, behind is blur.
Handphone also can.
Can. Handphone also got setting one.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of people don't know how to use one, but there's a setting behind. So now handphone are very advanced. Like see this one, see the sharp and the back is blur, right? So this is called depth of field. This aperture is 3.2 The aperture 3.2. So very shadow. So only the front is sharp and the back is blur. Okay. Then you want to take further sharp. Then you increase your aperture to more, let's say 16 or 22 or 20. So then the back also will be sharp. Okay, so this is depth of field. So it's important for photography also. Okay, framing. So how you do the framing? When you take your camera, right? So when you do framing, so you must find a subject. What you want to take? So for example, I want to take this part. So I take part here. But this one a bit wrong. It should be on the third side. This one I take from internet one. So but just to show you that framing, how you frame the picture. So without this one, just only this one, it might not be nice. So you must take in some object, some subject out there. Like this one, see the scenery so nice. There's a boat here. I think the fisherman or whatever. You put at the two-third, right? So become a very nice picture. You have something subject out there. So how you frame like this one also same thing. If you look at some building, like they got this type of arch, right? You go behind and take, then something in front, there's a building, also quite nice picture. Later I'll show you some of the photo with this type of framing, very nice one. So this part is dark, then the back is bright. So framing also very important. The moment you take out your camera, you must know how to do the framing. Okay. Cropping. This is important. Sometimes you take a picture that very wide angle, there are so many things down there, but I don't think he doesn't want, right? So you don't like this guy, so you can do the cropping. So you have to focus on these few people, then you go to your computer or you go to your camera, you can do the cropping. Even handphone also can do the cropping. If you don't know, later we can teach you how to do the cropping. Okay? Like you can zoom in and do the cropping. So you see this one, I focus on this one. Then at the back a bit blur. So this is also rule of third, right? So this one is portrait. I want to focus on this guy, so I put the center. But maybe I take a bigger picture, so a lot of distraction over there. Maybe some other people also behind him or at the side. So I don't want that. So I go in and zoom in and I crop. So become this guy here. And you see the pattern, triangle. So look nicer. So you must look at all these important rules. Okay? Okay, last but not least is this one. Experimentation. So nowadays digitalization or digital cameras, we can do wonders. We can take a lot of pictures, thousands of pictures. So if you don't like, delete, don't like, delete. So it's good to try. So every time I go and keep on trying. Then you take a nice picture, like this one. Horse, this one scenery also see there was rule of third. This is portrait already. This is emotion, and this also same. Put on the rule of third. This is portrait, put a center. The background is maybe some sign behind. So see this tree also rule of third. Yeah. So this is a depth of field already. See, I focus on this one, this one sharp, this one blur. So this will be a nice picture also. So this is also important, especially keep on trying. Okay, so these are the 10 rules. Remember not? You want me to refresh again? Maybe I go back and I refresh to you. Okay. Now take a picture here. This is important. This one. Remember these 3. These 10. These are most 10. Most important. Okay, ma? Okay. Any question?
Wait. The first one.
Yeah.
One by one.
One
One by one.
That's one.
That's the
Summary.
first page. Okay.
Oh, Sherry, you are here already.
Just came.
Okay. Photographer, anything you want to add in? Any important rules or important tips for them to take away?
Horizon.
Composition.
No, horizon. Horizon.
Or rise one balancing is it? Or lines?
The sky and the skyline.
Yeah. Good point. So we take something, let's say a sea, right? Seaside. You see the sea, the line, and the sky, right? So try to be balanced, straight, not tilted. Will be nice. So try to be straight, horizontal. So this is what he meant. Right? Any more?
Okay.
Okay, now maybe I'll invite Johnny to talk about some setting. After you know the composition, right, now you do the setting. So after setting already, wow, perfect already, you are the photographer already, not cameraman. Then you can take a good picture, good photo. Then we will share with you some of our photo that we taken. Then you see how is it look nice. Okay? Then, okay, Johnny, your turn.
Okay, I think today's section is not just on DSR, handphone, as long as you have a camera. Whatever you can do with the camera. Okay, we started with our group of people here. We call it Photographer Interest Group, short form BIG, B-I-G.
That big, ah.
Okay, these are a group of people, just to let you know who they are. If you need their help, they can always help you. So we have attended a lot of shooting, outing, to practice what you are going to learn. Practice make more perfect. So don't just learn today and you don't practice. No use. Must practice.
Okay.
So we go out dating, we go shopping as well.
Shopping some.
The first person gonna poison Eric.
I think he spent thousands of dollars already there, huh?
So these are our group of people at the
by them,
moment.
ah?
So
By lens.
we try
by
to enroll
lens.
more people
Oh.
to assist us in the live movement as well as the interest that we are going to build up. Not just DSLR camera, it can be videoing, it can be a handheld, many ways. Okay, what is photograph to me? Basically, it's a piece of art. Whenever you take something, it's a piece of art. From photo, sunset, sunrise, whatever it is, to me, it's an art. Memory is something that we have taken from the children, example, growing up, or memory of the 10 years ago, what we've been a lion. So this is very important in photography. So once you understand, you have a passion, piece of art, memory. At the end of the day, we share to everybody what we have done. And we like the photo, we share. Creative, obviously, something that you create, right? I have different angle, I have different picture. I can different way of creativeness. So this is what photography to me. Exercise. What kind of exercise? We walk, we hold heavy things, we climb up mountain to take pictures. It's form of exercise. They don't stop in front of you to take the picture. We have to move to all these places. So all these are the pointers that why I'm a photographer. And I like it because of all this. Okay? Okay, how come this? Okay. Basically, there are only 4 pointers. Lighting. Without lights, it's difficult to take pictures. There are many ways of finding ways to take pictures. So we need lights, we need flash, we need sunlight, we need all kind of lights in order our picture appear better. And whether we stand in front of the sun, behind the sun, all these play a part in our photo. Focus. Something that you always make sure is clear. You need to focus. Composition, as what Raymond has said earlier, what you want to take the picture of the subject. The picture of the subject is important. Whether you're going to take a mountain, you're going to take a river, and things like that. That's the composition. Editing will be the very last part that you wish to do something, enhance the picture. Whether add in more colors, increase the colors. Sometimes our camera may not give you a good coloring. That is editing or work, or you do cropping. Handphone can do as simple as that as well. I'll show you later part on handphone. Okay, in cameras today, many types, down to handphone, 360-degree drone. All these are taking pictures and video, and it's all digitized. It's more simple than the past, which we have to go to a Kodak, a film, and so forth. We don't see it immediately. Today, with all this digitized, we see it immediately. All right. Okay. What is SR and what is DSR? So SR is we use film in the past. DSR today we use memory cards. That's most of our photographers are using them now. Mirrors is the next DSLR cameras, which is smaller, lighter weight, good for us, which we don't carry heavy things. Ladies also can use of them. Okay, obviously lens is important in our camera. So this is where we will look out for the lens, focus, the apertures and so forth. Now even on handphone, we do have lenses. Okay, these are for micro lens, for small insects when you want to take pictures. Handphone will also come with lenses. If you wish to enhance the handphone with a good picture. Whatever handphone pictures, the only disadvantage, you cannot throw it large screen because the resolution is not big enough. Whereas the DSLR, your resolution is very high, you can make it a big poster, but not handphone. That is the difference. Okay, what is focus point? If we don't have a focus, the picture that we want to take is pointless. You will not capture a perfect picture as what Raymond said. Okay, all these are the basic rules. Focus is when you look at the camera, there's a point, even on the handphone. If you take the handphone when you want to do something, you need to click focus before you take, or the picture will be blurred. Okay, this is where I mentioned handphone. You click the little ring, this is where you focus before you start to press the on button or the picture button. But many cases, people forget about this, start to do this, you get blur picture. So when you see your phone, just click here first, then this one. You try, very simple. Every phone has this function.
How Huawei do?
Yes.
Huawei got two, is it same? This one? Another the focus point?
Here is the focus
No,
point.
Huawei got another one more.
You can do it.
Also can press
Can.
there,
Yeah.
Huawei.
There are multiple focus as well. Even on you see there are many focus points on the big
No, the
DSLR.
round one, the round one.
Yeah, round one is on the handphone. It can be one, it can be two, it can be three. Even on DSLR also can be one, can be two, can be three. Multi-focus, single focus. Okay, once you focus it, you were able to see the depth of field. On the Huawei, if you focus this point, the back is blurred and it looks nice in the picture. You can see the dog is clear, the back is, and so forth. I have some picture later on show you guys. This is applied on DSLR. And what you mean by F1, F2, F3, F4, where we buy our lenses. The smaller the number, the hole opening more, means more lights comes in. The smaller the hole, less light come in. That is where the aperture means to be. So all the balancing has to come in. With the focus, with the aperture, and with the ISO as well. ISO is the light.
What is ISO?
ISO is the light source, whether you want it to be brighter, non-bright. But this is to focus. You want more light, less light. So both have to be balanced. Okay? Now with this, the F, you can see the focus point is different. Right? The smaller the number, the background is less, is more blurred. The bigger the number, is clearer. So if we want the depth of field, then we take the 1.8. And the cost of the lens is more expensive, very expensive. So it's the same as I told you, F1 to F2, wide and small. And more lights, less light. That's the answer really. Then this is the shadow depth, that's the deep depth. So it gives you the differences on this lens. So when I buy the lens with the f1.4, I can achieve all this. If I get a lens that is smaller, bigger, I cannot. Same, you see 1.4 behind is blur, the 32 behind is clearer. As what Raymond earlier said, the mountain area, you want all to be clear, you need a bigger number. Okay, shutter speed, this is what I say ISO. All these three has to be balanced when you get a picture. Especially the birds don't stand there let you take. They move. So you need speed. And you need to balance the speed as well as balance the aperture and the lights. In order to get the sharpness, the not blur, and the movement. Okay, what is long exposures? It means you open a longer time for the lights to come in. So when you go there, you get all the blur, slow movement of images. Not the fast movement of images, slow movement. Actually, they are fast, but it takes long exposure. To me, it exposes a longer time. Then the thing comes in. Okay, this is very interesting effects when we take photo. Even on a handphone, you can do the same. Depend on what handphone now. Huawei can. You can do this. Okay. The rest of the picture is not my picture. This is my picture. Okay. So it behaves the same way. Milky Way, long exposure with all the trail lights. You don't see the cars, you see the lights. But the cars are moving very fast. So you don't see the cars, and this is the effects, the beauty of art of a piece of picture. That's why I call it it's an art piece. You can do this. Okay? I tried with sweet before. The light source, movement of lights, you will get all these. This is our picture. We went to Shaolin Temple, we hold the lights. One of us play with the lights, one of us take the picture. You can't see the person here, there's me. You see the lights.
It's a fluorescent tube.
It's a fluorescent tube that
Just swing.
and it just swing.
Wow.
To make the pattern.
And you get a pattern.
Wow, so nice.
And then play with the setting. Not just top like that, no. With the setting.
We can try one of these days.
Yeah.
Find a place.
You are using the what camera?
DSR. Yeah.
I think nowadays handphone also can.
iPhone also can.
Much
Okay.
Huawei.
Can.
Yeah, Huawei. It's true, it's true. I'm using Huawei, it's true.
Yeah, I'm using
I will
Huawei
show you
also.
pictures.
Samsung can also.
I take the Huawei pictures, you can't tell whether it's DSR or Huawei.
Oh.
You can't tell.
But one thing, long exposure, you need a tripod. Because your hand will be shake.
Yeah.
So you need a tripod, I need a tripod.
Oh,
The
that's
setting
right.
of the
Yeah.
the-
Even DSR also need a tripod.
But then you would like to use the
Selfie.
or selfie. I also use the.
Taking a walking stick also. lah.
This is the stick I'm talking about.
Oh.
It's like that. And I create all the pattern lights. So photography is very interesting.
Interesting.
Not just take human being. There are many things to take. You can have things like that, right? not just a straightforward picture. With effects, with a function of the slow movement.
iPhone can.
iPhone, I don't know. Not my favorite. Yeah. I'm not iPhone. They throw the water ice. Like
Drop ice. Just best.
Okay, so basically that's all I'm talking about setting. Later we'll share the photos with my handphone photos and with the DSLR photos. You go and guess which is DSLR. Then you can tell me whether handphone can do it. While we have a same setting as a handphone.
But we do not know how to use the.
Obviously, you gotta learn. There's a lot ISO setting, aperture setting.
Samsung.
Huawei.
Huawei.
Also have.
That's why Huawei is.
Because of the lighter
Huawei, how much percent?
I can come in the setting.
Just buy share.
I've done this part. Later we will do the photo sharing.
Okay. Now today we prepare some snacks for you all. Alright, these are from our remaining from the fees we receive. Whoever wants us to take picture, then we buy some memory card for future use. But then we still have some, then we use this money to buy snacks for you all. Come, so go and have first, and then after that we come back, you can enjoy the pictures. Come.
Okay, we take about 15 minutes, okay?
Yeah.
3:15, we come back here and we show you the photo. Okay, now is the photo sharing session. I think I start off with this our event during the LC 60. We took a lot of pictures. So I just quickly show you this PowerPoint to show you the 2 days event. What have we taken? Just quickly show you only. Before we show our individual photo. So just sit back, relax, all the music, and then just enjoy. Very fast, this one. Okay.
Over meeting is 1 o'clock. Or lunch at 1 o'clock. Well, I arranged the lunch at 1:30. After they will be able to I'll just come to my house. Everybody also join.
Okay, that's nice. Okay. Okay, so now I will show you mine first. Okay.
Where's mine?
Okay, this is mine. Okay. Okay, just to share a bit my photo. Some of my photo has been awarded by some of the competition. I sent for some competition, also some for international this what do you call it salon exhibition. So I'll share some of them, then followed by other photos. Okay. Okay.
Oh, this is the best.
This one I got top award here.
我一看到我就选的。
Okay, next I will show you the dino one.
Yeah.
Go to the top one again. Always have to go there. Okay, your turn.
Okay.
On music.
No need, no need. 我这样。Okay. If you see me there, that means I'm not the photographer. Okay. It's good to keep photograph like that, so you know the occasion. This one was with PDG Liao Manxiong, Guangdong. I took him to Bhutan. So the one on the other side is a queen's mother. So she, this queen, I met her a couple of times and also some private visit also because her new baby. Then she want to have some new concept on how to look after babies. Yeah. So this is the contact. All right. So photograph. There's a lot of things inside there. Help you to remember memories. This one, you know who, right? Anyone can tell? Yeah. None anyone know her? You know her? Okay. This was taken at our Lions Home opening ceremony. She so happened to come in, approach. Yeah. Then he went to approach her and hug. Then because in front of me a lot of people will take that photo. I was blocked, but at least I can capture her smile. Alright? So these are precious moments. This one? That's why I take the photograph. Okay, the two of them they clean is Royal Inns project at East Coast Park. Cleaning the beach, So I spot them from far. I don't think they know. So two of them, one jacket in front, one jacket behind. After when they saw this photo, they said, "Can I have the original?" I gave it to them. So this is very interesting. So that is Serene Quest.
Yeah.
Yeah, from Centennial. Yeah. So she want to keep this and I gave her the original. So these are candid shots, which is very interesting. Then, this is my Mr. Nose in India. I have a few plantations in India. That's my trade. So this Mr. Nose, by generation. His father, grandfather taught him and then he have to pass to the next generation to train the nose. As then he will determine how much roses or flower need to add in to get, so they don't believe in laboratory, they believe in their nose. So this is Mr. Nose. In France, they are very highly paid. By India, no. They've been taken care by the employer for generation after generation. Then he will decide how much more ingredient they need to be filled inside the charge next to him. And continue to distill to get the fragrance. Right? So this one is Mr. Clay. He will know where to get the clay, and each of these bottom one, they will still, after they distill, because inside there are some flowers already dried up and turn brown, so they have to hack, damage it, and build new one. So also the same thing by generation. So I was there. Environment is not very good but you still have to live. What I really amazed was the light on the wall. It has to be in the dim light because all these fragrances are very sensitive to light and heat. And this man squat there. Actually, he got his shirt behind because the heat can dry up his clothing. Now, the smoke there tells a leakage. Then he will scream for the man to come and faster put up the clay and to conceal it. Yeah. So we detect from far. We see which one got smoke. Faster run over. Right. So this one, you see, these are cemented. This one they will hack and reconstruct a new one, the next batch. So they wait for the next harvest. So this is Kannauj in India. I have to fly from here to Lucknow. From Lucknow, then a 3 hours road journey. Yeah. Or kampong. You don't get to see high-rise building. That's where you can find what you call this wild crops. So this one, you can see behind foggy. If I go out before 10 o'clock, I actually cannot see the car coming in front. Until I see 2 headlights in front of me, it's too late. I get hit already. So that kind of thick fog I have. Alright? So, and you see there are 2 kids playing. They got very huge compound. Now, this is what you're going to see. This is much more better than gold. It's cow dung. Busai. The more cow dung they have, tells the more cow they have at home.
Is it for fertilizer?
No, they don't use it as a fuel. Fuel for burning. Yeah, there's no sound, no smell. After they heat, you know what they do? They use hand pat until they start to shake. So you go there, they cook for you, use your hand also.
Wow.
And the next trip I go to India, I show you. They will scoop from the floor. Whenever, that's why you go India, you never see counter on the floor. They pick it up immediately. Then they pack the bag. Okay, so interesting, So this is the one, another type. So you look at this one, this family is so only lah. Maybe got 5 or 6 cow only. Just now they want a lot. Then they will get milk. They will sell their milk. They also make into ghee. They make into milk, into a lot of things, even butter. So from there you will see how rich they are. How many cows do they have? So this one is a so-so family. This man, I picked him up. He didn't follow me home. This one is Rikishi. We went to India at the what do you call this? The foot of Himalayan mountain, where the starting point of Ganges River. So this is a labourer. He wait for the next call. So I did ask him for his permission to take his photo, and instantly he turned his face away. He don't smile at me after that. So this one is a pair of mother and daughter, too tired already, so they have their tea.
Mother and daughter.
Yeah, mother and daughter. So they are odd job worker. This side is a mother, the other one is a daughter. And they can sit anywhere on the floor, anywhere. Yeah, sometimes there's no traffic. Then they wait for people to call them to book them again. They'll go and carry fabric, very heavy stuff. So this is how they must be very tight. That time when I took the photograph, it's about 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
It was really tired.
This one was in Cambodia. Uncle Wat, the student, we want to distribute some ration to them. She stood aside, gave me a very pitiful look. So she know I'm taking her photograph. She refused to smile. Even I've given her some toys. After she take the toy, she gives me the same look. Then I decided to take a photo of her. Okay, this one is in a flower dome. When you take a picture, you don't have to take from front view. You can take from behind. Right? So there are many ways for you to take a photograph in different angle. This is the flower. You can take very near, close shot. You can find a lot of these flowers everywhere, except you don't spot them until you go nearer. Then you know that this is something that you want to capture. You can use a mobile phone. You can use whatever. It is very interesting when you go there. Many different type of flower you can capture. So this one I'm sure you know. Yeah, this one happened to be after the flag day at this Sea Bear Lawn. I tell myself I should go there to capture the flowers. So happened there's one lady, she about to keep her flowers. I tell her, say, wait, let me take a photo first. Luckily. So you can see by the folding, the natural flower, when you buy, you don't see this folding, right? So normally at the temple. So by looking at this, you know that I don't take from a farm. Right? This one also taken at this East Coast Park. When this is still not, we don't say ripe, it's not due to bloom, it is in this shape until they drop on the floor. Then they open up, and it's so beautiful. They only turn that form when it's on the floor. On the tree, it is like that. Until it's ready, drop, then you see like that. So I capture one this way, then the other one this way. Alright? Then I know. For me, because I'm in this trade, so I need to keep a record of how they look like, including the leaf, the stem. Then we know we are able to track the background of this, the history, or rather the plant name from the taxonomy.
So it's a stock.
Sorry, this one is a hard one, very hard. Yeah, you can use.
The one is a stock. Oh, the one is
It's a flower that drop. This flower drop on the floor.
Oh, then become like that.
Yeah, only when they drop on the floor. Otherwise, it will not be open up. And this you can find at East Coast Park. I'm sure you know her, right? She's from Oxley. What's her name? Grace, right? Yeah, so we took a photo during Chinese New Year. we invited her to be a model at to go to Chinatown for photography. So this is another one. You don't have to go near. If you have good lens, you can take from a distance. At that time, I got a lot of big brother like blocking me. I tell you, these are heartless people. They take the closest one, then I can only pick this way because I'm shocked.
Everybody
say like that. Those who say like that, they are the one. So I have to take from far, right? What you really look into is her eyes. That's where my Sifu taught me. Alright, to get good picture, that means you have to really focus on the eye. Right? 眼神会笑. Right? So this is we take during National Day. We have a few shots, which is very interesting one. So the next coming up on the 3rd August, we want to go to Sky Lounge. From there, we are able to take the closest distance of these fireworks. You can use your mobile phone, and you can also use camera. Mobile phone, you have to use a what do you call tripod, otherwise shaky. Right? Then so many of us here can demonstrate and to show you, and that will be how long? Everyone 10 minutes each round.
For what?
The fireworks
Rehearsal. On
rehearsal.
the actual rehearsal. Rehearsal only 5 minutes only. The actual day is 15 minutes.
Yeah. So if you are interested, we try to form a group to go there. Let us know so that we bring a lot of tripod, not tissue paper to occupy place. Tissue paper people kick away. So we need a tripod to occupy space for you, right? So these are the fireworks we took. This one was Geylang Serai, not long ago. So this is how also we capture the light of the top one was actually a bus.
You still can
The
take.
light on top.
Still available.
Still have taken down yesterday. Still on yeah, go and try. So yeah, this is by the roadside. I have to stand by the roadside. Then you can get. You have to wait. Once the light turn green from the other side, approaching you, that's where you trigger your shutter. And then you capture this.
It's on a tripod, right?
Yes, this is on the tripod. Yeah, and I use 15 seconds to capture this. Yes, then I can get. At the same time, I also can get the street light on top. Right? So controlling timing is important also. This one, we went to Chiang Mai. This is a Milky Way. And when we take this, we are not supposed, it's in total darkness. But why is this light then? This light because Raymond had a fall. Then at that time we'll be screaming, no light, But if no light, they'll fall inside, the paddy field, wet, So happened one leg down and then the torchlight, and that's the moment got this light. Yeah, so I'm attacking also. This greenish. Otherwise you don't see this. So this color bottom here is by accident. Okay, but good result. That's a good result. It's just a slip, not really a fall, because he's holding a torchlight. So the torch just still a bit, just by a slip of that half a second.
Wow.
Very fast. Then after that, a lot of people screaming already, This is the one at Hainan Dao. We missed the lunch, but we never missed the boat. So we went to the fishery port and we took pictures. That time was Osil. We went. That time we have got Tommy along also, and Chai, a few of us. Yeah, these are my son's pet. He got home 2 months ago. This one is his. The other two was a new adoptees, came into his family, fighting everywhere. And the one behind has got a tumor, now under medication. Yeah, big tumor at the armpit. So we adopt them to see what we can do for them. And beautiful fellow, but they make their life more interesting. This is the butterfly I took. It's a surprise to me. Again, I have to say, my this Sun Yu very bad one, They all block my view. Raymond is the one, when he see butterfly, he will chase. He chase all the way and he go to the nearest. So me here so beautiful, so short, cannot reach out. So I go take out my zoom lens from far, then I took, he didn't know that I took the sun. And I managed to take this picture, right? So there's a lot of surprises, very interesting. And I can put on my laptop, desktop. So one more, this is the one that I took. Different butterflies. They are very mischievous. They fly and then they don't stop one place. So you have to really wait, hold your breath, then you trigger. And it's very fast, right? And the recent one, this one was in Taiwan, 1 week ago. Also the same. So like, remember what Raymond told you? Wanted the, then the other side you can get a nice flourish. So this is another one, the same butterfly I caught. This is under hot sun, very hot sun, noon time. This is a water drop. After the rain, the plant down my flat, right? You can see this water drop is a reflection of whole bunch of plant behind this. This one is not easy to take. You have to wait, and you make sure that you take it before this one drop off. You must have patience. Then once drop already, you got to sit down there, wait. Wait for the next one to accumulate. You see the water from here, right? Slowly come down. So once too heavy, so this is also a challenge, but I enjoy doing it. So this is another one, the other corner, right? I have another few more, can tell the other side HDB flat. And you expand it, you can count how many floors. I have one, but I cannot find from my album. So also, and that one I took at my own house window. The water dropped from the veranda on top. Then I can take opposite side block. You can see the reflection, right? It's just captured. So I have to say that water do capture memory. If you see carefully, right? You expand, and you can tell a lot of story behind it. So this one, Uncle what? Alright? You can use your mobile phone, but this one I use my camera. How old are they? You can tell, lack of maintenance. And this one also the other side. I missed one, that a monk come up from the building. By the time I turned around, he went off already. So this one we take sunrise together, myself, Johnny, right?
Yeah.
Rihanna, where was that place?
Sembawang, right?
Sembawang,
Yeah, Sembawang.
Sembawang.
Yeah. We can go if you're early bird. We get up as early as 4 o'clock, we leave at 5 o'clock. In the morning. Get? Is that go? Can 5 a.m. Right? So, this is also one of the pictures we took dawn, waiting for the sun to come up. And these are the rocks. The same place. So there are a lot of things that you can take. You don't have to restrict yourself. Don't have to look for people walking around. No, there are many things that you can. You can be very creative. You may, if you take a very sharp photo, you can also choose to crop one end. You can crop the other end, whichever you want. It's fun. It's fun. This is, we took from the Sky Lounge, Paki, right? So you can take the whole area, including the tall high-rise building. And you can also use this if you want to do any kind of a program or event. If you want, you can take one corner or you take the whole building, whatever. If you want to introduce Singapore, your friend, they come to Singapore, they do not know where to go. In fact, we all complain a lot, Singapore Island so small, no place to go. You see, so many pictures we all took. A lot of places we can go. It's only because we are lazy. Very true. So this one we took at Hainan Dao. This lady, wow, really 笑死我, laugh die me liao. So, I don't know who made her laugh. She really giggling and giggling. Then after that, I use her head as another icon. Okay, photography. Really 是無要求嘅人， Okay? I started from Yashica to Minolta to Pentax and all this. All this, until the smartphone came out, I keep. After that, I dig out again, wow, already learning new tricks. Luckily, I got these people that feed me poison. So then every time I got to go to them for antidote.
Not me.
Yeah, one of them. Photography, I must say, our age, it's good to keep it as a hobby. Don't keep cats, dogs, you know, they really hold you back, cannot go on holiday. So you take photography, will be good. You capture all the valuable memories. And also, it can be evidence, but can be also false, because now Photoshop very easy. So, healing, yes, when you flip, phone, you miss somebody, you just flip, probably you need to get tissue. Keeping you young because you got to keep, you know, carry your gear behind your back, alright, and creative mind because you look at the colorful, your composition, like Johnny said, composition is important. It can be very creative also. Fellowship with our friends, local and overseas, alright. Of course, it can be also, your pocket can be very hurting. That's why I say every time shop with them, it's blood bleeding.
Not me.
The Huawei man, be careful with him. Alright, so this is her. Lao Dai Mi Liao. Alright, so okay, thank you.
So you see, every photo tells 1,000 words, right? So it's good to take good photo, then you can keep it for years to come. And then every photo you can tell, I can talk until few days, you know, like he or she can talk, no end on a play, still a lot of photos. So yeah, so but we try not to talk too much now. We try to show you something, and you go run through. I show you the one more photographer. He's not here. He's in Thailand now. So I just show you his photo. Just auto run through. Very fast one.
You know him,
His name is John.
John Tan.
Jun
Thailand. Yeah, he said.
Okay, just sit back and relax and just enjoy his photo.
No.
Something like that. Now this one, no, it's a transfer.
Every picture is a piece of art. This is creative. Just imagine. Also creative. All the lines. Portrait. Sunset. Okay, so next all this taken in Bangkok. Very good place to go.
This is Thai man.
So if we are having outing, eventually we were trying to go overseas and do it.
Okay, next photographer is Daniel.
No, below.
Okay, I just need to share this friend of mine here. I've been taking photographs for many years. Started in my children, for my children. Then 10 years ago, I started taking photographs again, and I was volunteering for Fort Canning for many of their events until I met this group of friends.
Poisonous.
All the lions.
All the poison people
All
here.
the animals.
We gotta poison everybody.
What is Raymond doing?
Ban
What is he
Jiao.
doing?
Ban Sai.
Just to wave at me? No, not just to wave at me.
Taking a picture.
Take great picture. Remember he shared our viewpoint, up and down and bottom. He really bothered to get. And this ladder was taken from Expo. No, because not, his was not high enough. His not high enough, so we get a higher one. Just to take good picture. Another
Jolly.
Chị Hoa.
Xì là cái này sáng mắc hết đâu là
Hey, another one coming up. Hey, this type of photograph, I always tell myself, photograph to capture memories. And this money you cannot buy.
And candy shop.
You can never buy this
So when
kind
you are around, when photographer are around, you all better behave. You all cannot shoot.
of, you can never buy this moment back and play back. You make them do it again. Never happen.
Can you pay us lah?
I won't post for you.
You pay us.
So, and
behold.
this poor guy, he
No,
has been
he's very
shooting,
tired.
he has been shooting non-stop.
Yeah, he's so tired.
No time to茶留。
After the walk, already follow, no snake.
No, because he was shooting all the contestants. There was like the whole night he was shooting, and then the boy was. Yeah. And sharing.
Experience.
I mean, many people they learn, they keep to themselves. Many people they share. You know what was she sharing? You remember what you were sharing?
Some fishy thing.
No. you were sharing that's how that photo that you took.
Oh yeah.
Remember
Oh yeah, the flower.
The flower.
Yes.
Right?
Oh,
She was showing the flower.
I thought naked girl.
And we went outing, right? Many DSLR, also handphone also can.
Yeah, next he is holding a handphone. Yeah. So you guys, handphone, come.
Ah, okay, wait. This one, if you see him holding any girls, tell me outside. My husband. If you see, tell me again.
Don't want to know lah.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh, must bright, must bright.
fun up.
Wow.
Oh, seriously, taking photo.
Wow.
And remember that shot that she was showing? When she was shooting them, I was shooting her.
This one not rule, third and how?
Okay, so I say, yeah, these 2 years photography was very different for me after doing a group of friends. Yeah, I'd like to share a project that I did with our home. Originally, I wanted to include them, but due to some arrangement, we arranged to take for the senior citizen at our home, free of charge. We take portrait photo for them. A lot of people say, oh, people you take for the, no, it's
Only
for,
how?
it's not for that, alright? It's for professional looking photographs that they can share with their family, their relatives or whatever. So this guy, Michael Xiao, was from our society, photographic society, and he took for them. Right? And we have makeup artists that go there and make up. These are all professional makeup artists that make up their face. And after that, I take shots for them. Take shots for them. This guy is a makeup artist for Mediacorp. And they volunteered, they came for 4 hours, 3 hours, just early morning makeup for them and do it for them. So this is a project I hope if any of your clubs or submitting any senior citizen want to do, let me know and I try and arrange again. Alright. The end result is not this, the end result is personal portrait photo. Very professionally taken. Alright, I just share a bit of this. Because of this photograph, professional photograph, I went back to my office, I showed it to my friend. And then he realized, wow, you have contact with so good photographer. So he gave me a contract for $5,000.
Oh, that's
Right,
good.
to take for a professional shoot. And I'm not a photographer, but this other guy was a photographer. I'm not good enough. Right? But anyway, we were rewarded by another way. Although we do free, we are rewarded by some other way. Right. Some of the outing photograph, I had a lot, but I thought I only have 20 photos, so I restrict to 2. These 2 photos are very reflection, alright, Chinese garden, alright, was there early in the morning, alright, 4 o'clock, 4 o'clock, yeah, rolling, right, this is the commitment that we have, yeah. This other photo, alright, I've been taking fireworks for many years, alright, I have never get good spot to take photo on action day until why? Because they were there at
Sky Lounge.
no, this was at
Oh, okay.
4 p.m. 3 p.m. 3 p.m.
the firework was at midnight,
Yeah.
11 p.m. But
Yeah, very late.
they were there at 4 p.m.
You put a tripod
Right. So yeah. So I
There's
went
a little story. There's a little story. About 4+, the sky started to rain. Wow, siao liao. To cover the camera or to cover us. Finally, we decided to cover the camera.
Yeah, but yeah, this group of photographers are committed, professional, and
Daniel,
Yeah.
can you go back to your last slide?
oh, right.
Can I take a photo?
Okay.
Give you a copy lah. Give you soft copy lah.
You go there at 4 a.m. Huh?
Yeah.
No, just very important.
No.
This one 6 a.m.
They can go until very go to the
This one plus or 5 a.m. 5 a.m.
Singapore a lot of area that you can
So this one I never
a
sleep.
lot of area you can explore.
I never
Yeah,
sleep.
they have a lot. They have a lot. So the reason why I didn't want to show my photograph because I班门弄斧. They are so super good that I feel shy to show my photo. Anyway, thank you. I was also fearful of showing your photo because if I show one, I don't show another one. Very bad. Alright. So thank you very much.
So as you can see, every photo got its own style of taking photo, right? So yeah, we learn from each other lah. So now, who want to try ah?
Try.
Huh?
Try.
So you go. Okay. Tommy.
After Tommy, then Dominic. Oh, Dominic. Tommy, I think Dominic.
Don't mind that we have to do
Then you will talk.
But that one just
not our lens home, it's just
So next speaker, Tommy is also another experienced photographer. So he took a lot of nice pictures. Okay, now your turn. Okay. You want music?
Okay, good afternoon, fellow Lions and friends. My name is Tommy Ying. I'm from Lion Club of Singapore Marine Parade for the last 10 years, 9 years plus with them. Anyway, my interest on photography is slightly different from some of them. I am a volunteer photographer for the Sports Singapore. So I participated in SEA Games, Para Games, and also some other sporting events. I'm a practitioner of this Tai Chi Chuan, so I also have a special interest in all those martial arts, lion dance, dragon dance related events. So I let you all share with you some of these things. The differences or the difference compared to the normal photography technique is that you take what I call sunrise, sunset, or you take flower shot or buildings, or you take architecture. All these are what I call still. The subject is still, more or less no movement. Whereas if you get involved in movement, that means like you take birds, you take aeroplanes, or you take butterflies. These are very challenging things. Or you take sports. The athlete is moving, so you need to have a good camera, long lenses, and very fast reaction, or to anticipate the movement before you're able to capture it. And unlike you taking so-called sunrise, sunset, or any other still object, let's say you miss this sunshine, tomorrow you can come back for the next sunshine or the sunset. Or you miss this flower or the raindrop just now, you can come back for the next raindrop. But for an event, when people are doing 100 meters race or any other race, the moment the race is over, the race is over, you have to wait for the maybe next year or the subsequent games, like SEA Games, next 4 years, then you have a chance for that event, right? So a lot of anticipation required, and you need to really react fast. And of course, for those type of photography, you need expensive lenses or good lenses, because you must be able to have very clear, so-called fast reaction lenses. All right. Now this one is not so much in action. It's just they are posting this Jiu Wangye, no? Very soon they are coming already. Jiu Wangye. Every year there's Singapore the Jiu Wangye celebration. They are quite elaborate event, and many of the photographers they shoot this Jiu Wangye for competitions, and it's quite a common subject, and it's quite a interesting type of presentation. Different photographer present it in different way. This one is at this Eunos MRT station, the field there. So this year, the organizers also know me, and I help them to shoot photograph. So they already reward me or give me advance notice what are the programs this year they're going to line up. And this group are very so-called, they are big time spender. They spend about one Jiu Wangye event. They spend a few $100,000, close to $500,000. Of course, they have all the Tauke sponsor them, all these things. Like, and Lion Club of Singapore Mandarin is their so-called coordinator to bring all the old folks there for the free lunch and free makan just 1 week before the actual event. And this tentage, they spend a lot of money, and their tentage is one of the highest in Singapore. They use very structural steel to build up and all these things, so very high elevation and all this. And they invite their participants from Malaysia, from Taiwan, from Singapore, all over. So their actors or their performers come from different parts of the world. This dragon dance posting is a so-called veneration to the image, the Jiu Wangye image. So they call it around here, they pay respect, and they, okay. This one is not movement. This a little bit movement, not so much movement. But you may not able to see the movement because I use fast speed to capture it, so you freeze the movement. But if you use ordinary, let's say this camera or this mobile phone, you will find that you're able to capture so sharp, because the slight movement, your camera cannot freeze that moment. Now, actually, the so-called the devotees, before the actual movement out, they are having some sort of performance along the car park just beside the Eunos MRT station. So there are also movements, but because I use fast movement, so I freeze the movement of the flags and all the people. This shot is not so-called very different from normal, but I managed to spot the sky. The crowd was very beautiful, so I managed to use a wide angle lens and capture the crowd at the same time. So actually the crowd is very beautiful, but because of this projector, the resolution not so good, you cannot see the effect of the crowd. Yeah, this one is you can see movement, right? You can see they are performing the line dance, and you can see the action movement involved. So because of a high-speed camera, you freeze the movement, and you can actually see that they are actually moving, but by freezing, you can capture it quite nicely. Yeah? And also, you approach the shot at a certain angle, you can get the so-called perspective of the tentage lighting, the lines, and photography, just now Raymond mentioned about lines and angles and all those things like that. So you use at a certain angle and you go in at a low angle, so you capture the perspective, at the same time you capture the movement, right? Now I share with you something on the gymnastics. I also take this gymnastics competition. Normally in Singapore it's held at Bishan Sport Complex. So this is a what I call the springboard, the jump. I quite like or love this landing because she just landed and touched the so-called mat, and then with a pose, before she can actually stable herself, I managed to freeze the action. Now this is a high ring. They are gymnastics performing. So unlike if you don't have the equipment to do it and you do not able to blur the background, because there are a lot of beams and lights, all these things. So you're able to select certain point where you can avoid the light. This is quite difficult to shoot because a lot of ceiling light down there. So if you got ceiling light, you find that your image will be not so sharp, but the background will show up. So you should able to avoid the background coming into the picture, freeze it, and then you capture the picture sharp. So this is quite a challenging shot. And you can see the muscles and all these things. Unfortunately, the lighting is not so good. Otherwise, the eyes, the point, of course, for sporting events, unfortunately, we are not allowed to use flash. So in that sense, you have to use high-speed camera and fast lenses to capture this shot. Yeah, this is somersault before landing. I captured this shot to show both the performers as well as the judges. So to able to capture recall the memory of the particular event. Right? You can see the attention of the judges, very well focused on the athlete, and then I managed to capture the athlete, the movement also. You see the hand is a bit blurrish, not so sharp, but by and large you see that the number tag, all these things are sharp and the color is sharp. So this picture is considered okay. Now we move to travel photography. This one, most of you should know it, is Bali. This is the entrance to the Tanah Lot, the temple there. Right. This one I also love is the sky. Actually, the crowd formation and all this was quite, and it was quite close to the noon time. So it's quite a challenge to take this out of photography. You can see the shadow is all very short and all very tall. So you can tell the timing of the photograph is around noon time. Sometimes you can just go to a souvenir shop. So you just try to focus on areas where there are very colorful things, you can just capture it. Yeah. This so-called devotee, after her offering at the shrine, so she was coming out here to take a personal so-called selfie of herself. So I used that moment. In order to achieve this one picture, I have to take so many pictures because along the way she take out a mobile phone to show that she also was smoking and all this, and her posture was all sort of posture, very difficult to really get a good phone. And finally I managed to get it. I also was happy to see the smoke behind her, at the far end. So I quite like this job. And part of my hobby is to take food photography. Food photography, like you go to restaurant and all these things, you can also take photography. However, the lighting condition and all those conditions may not be so good because a lot of you cannot have what I call dressing of the food. You only have a lot of cookery set and all those things out there which will be distracting. This one is in Bali. They have what I call a community kitchen whereby we pay the local people. It's in the middle of a paddy field. They have a hut down there. So we go there and learn how to make satay and satay sauce on the spot. We got about 40 of us, 30, 40 of us, both novices as well as professional cook. Every year I join this what I call cooking group under the what I call Gourmet Living magazine, a Chinese magazine. We go to different parts of the world to learn how to prepare certain things. We just came back from Taiwan. We learned how to make Hai Yang Ping and all those things. And using the opportunity, I also shoot so-called food. Sometimes they will publish in the magazine for us, right? Food photography, essentially, you want to show up the so-called the food itself. At the same time, you want to create some lights and shadows so that we shouldn't be too flat. The subject should be stands up. Then that is what I call a good shot. This is at Bali also, at the top of the mountain. This picture shows you the effect of using what I call fish eye lenses. Then you can achieve this style of result.
Where is this, Tommy?
Huh?
Where is this?
At the top of the mountain in Bali, just outside the temple. This one, many people have taken this area, so-called MBS. So this one, we try to capture both the background and the subject sharp. Of course, in order to capture this one, you need to have fresh, so that the subject will be lifted up. At the same time, you should expose your picture for a certain timing, so that you can capture the background also well lifted up. This is my recent March trip to this Myanmar.
Yeah, use fish eye.
This picture, many people cannot get it. Not that I cannot handle, because they didn't bring along the fish island. I brought along the fish island, and I go behind a pillar. I capture this picture. So many of them saw this picture and said, "Hey, how you do it? How you do it?" So later I showed them how to go about doing it. So I said, "You didn't bring this lens, so you cannot capture it. Otherwise, you got one pillar here, two pillar there." So most of the time, people will have this picture.
So this is the lens issue. That's where the lens need to know what you are using.
Most of the time, they only have this part of their part. You go and see all the calendars and all this. You will not able to see this picture. This is a multiple exposure. This is one of the technique we do for the lighting photography. This is taken at this Canning Rise, no? Canning Rise there, the old building there, they have a black color gate. Using multiple flash and multiple exposure, you achieve this. Just now you saw some of them who taken this taken recently at the Geylang Bazaar, where they have the street lighting. Just share with you, just now Dinah, she managed to achieve it with a very, what I call a star pattern for the street light, but by using a very small focus for the lens. The red color is basically the brake lights or the lights of the car. So when you see only red, that means I'm taking only from the cars are moving in this direction. So like some of them, they have the picture whereby they have both the yellow light and the red light. That means you have a two-way traffic situation. You have long exposure. So the front light of the car, you have the white light. The back of the car, you have the red light. So you have achieved it. Ideally, this lights caused by the car rating, I have different pattern, but I like this more because I don't want the light to interfere with the street lighting. So the street lighting should be left alone, should be leave it alone. And you want to create pattern along the light, then you just create a pattern along the light. And then next thing that you must able to achieve such that you can see the wordings of the light just nice, not too overexposed and not too underexposed. Then you will so-called get a satisfying result. In fact, I have one picture, I have some people crossing the road, which I couldn't achieve that result. By right, if you will be better if you have some people walking the road or bicycle moving through, and then you can freeze the picture at one picture but not doing double exposure, and that will be a winning shot. If you send for competition, it will be a winning shot. Okay, so this is one of the events for Lion Befriender at this Bendim. Yeah, they have an event. They call it the what your If I happy marriage, son. This is one of the using the effect of you turn the lens. This is one of the Myanmar so taking at the Golden Sritakon temple. This is the last picture.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, our next photographer who Chaya. So no more Chabio, so you are showing
Okay, this is auto run, so I can't speak a lot. It's very fast.
Okay.
Oh, do you not feel cold? I feel very cold. Adjust the aircon.
Okay, I'm not the international fellowship or what, but this is my own appreciation. So I copy So this is actually okay. Wow. This is all the model shop. So this is what I'm trying to tell you is our model shop can get from our own model. Right, we have a Johnny running, then you have for this kind of model shop, normally
this section who want to sign up to be models, okay?
Okay, the model shop, the model have to be soft touch, so you have to make it slightly blur. It cannot be so hard. This one is.
这个 model 哇
This is from the
Myanmar, is it?
not Myanmar, Thai. Mesot.
Mysore.
This one is in the what the
海南岛。
Hainan. Alright. So too fast, sorry. I can't. So if you have gone to a certain charity event, then where the model cannot be shown on the Facebook and all this. So what do? Normally you show your hands. Okay? So you use your hand. That's what I learned from one of the talks. They say hand is the most important thing. So besides eyes, that is for you to do a focus. You show your hands. You can have many patterns. So when you now listen, all these hands are the most important thing. You show your hands. So this is a water shot. So normally a water shot, you have a water drop, spread, you have a ripple effect, or you have a silky effect. Right? So all these are different techniques. So you can have all these things captured at the right speed, then you have a different effect. Right? This is where we go for the same thing. No, this is where we go at 5 a.m. We go there for the
5 a.m.
This is together, it's the same Hainan Dao. Okay, for landscape, we are trying to capture the sky, the terrain, the light, and then also you must always remember what is the golden hour. Right, so morning, let's say 6 to 9 o'clock, then 4 to 7 o'clock is the best time to take capture. So you can have the sunset, you have the sunrise, then you can capture the sky, the skyline, you can capture the clouds and all that. Right, so this is a smooth water. Right, so you capture the reflection. Then this one you take the sun ray. All these are important things you must. These are reflection. How you take. When you take the landscape, it's important to have a reflection. Right. Then this is all the architecture. So you take a geometry, your colors, and then different perspectives. Right? From up, down, left, right. So this way you zoom up. Then you see all the different perspectives. These are the perspectives.
笑啊，仔會無聊誒。
快生生哦。
You know where this one? This is Jewel.
Jewel, yeah.
Jewel, you take. Then this is
Wow, what is this?
Ipoh. Right. So that's why you see there are many things that you can capture. You have to bring your camera or you have handphone better. Right, then this is a night shot. Night shot you always talk about. Right, so you take the night shot. All the important thing is you must have symmetry and all these things. All what the person tell you must apply. Okay. Then you must know how to focus where. Right, all this one you do.
This one is the workshop.
Yeah, the cutting. Then this is lighting that we have gone for this Fangmingsi. Right. Then this is a kind of fireworks that you practice. Right. Then you can always have a colorful scheme. All these are scheme. Then we talk about Microsoft. So important thing, this one is you must have the micro lens. Right.
Can.
Actually, this one there is one. Dragonfly. So you must zoom in. You get the. This is actually the. What is that? I think it's California. So you zoom in. Then your background must be dark, not as dark as black. Okay. Don't throw away any spot photo. They may be used for future.
Send it to our child.
Okay. There is no spot photo. Okay, it's how you see it. Like blur. Okay, these are the blur one you see. Actually, it's not blur. This is actually Raymond's car. Right? This one I take during the what?
The sky is so nice.
Even your selfie, you can have a nice one. Right, black and white shot and all that. Alright. So okay. Remember post-it on photography. 照片 This 照片 is what you do normal photography. 照片有 cheat 嘛 you enhance it. But the other one is you make a photo. Right. then you make and cheat also. Then actually it's a creative work. Right? Okay? Sorry, I didn't expect it to be explained along the way, but that's why I use auto mode. Too fast.
As long as everything good.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Good. Okay, so last but not least, we got a special guest.
Dominic.
He was a district photographer before, but then somehow he got busy, so he left for a while. But I think he will come back. So I think he's the next DC for videographer. Yeah, but he's a very good photographer. His photos are fantastic. Take a look, take a look. I don't problem, but take a look.
So, grand finale.
Finale.
Grand finale.
Dominic.
His profession is what? The designer. He's a designer. Graphic designer. Okay, let's watch his photo. So timing just right, okay, another half an hour finish already.
Later have to finish your food, huh?
We want to learn how to do the.
Can. We can organize one outing.
No, the using the smartphone.
Not very easy, lah.
Okay, special session. Nothing. Huawei. Are you using Huawei?
Yes.
After taking photo, you need to go into computer and do some editing. It's very important. Yeah, because sometimes you need to plot.
Okay, while they are doing that, let me tell you, when you do any handphone photography, there are a lot of free software. Okay, one of them is Photoshop Express. They're totally free, but it's not as good as
Photoshop Express.
yes. There's another one even better. You can change the perspective. Snapseed. Right. So over Snapseed. SNAPSEED.
Ladies, guys. Hi. Later we will teach you guys.
Hi, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dominic from Tanah Merah. I was a photographer since I started doing photography since I was a kid, and after which I was in school. I do photography, and went to army. I was a photographer. After army, I was a press photographer, and went on to study graphic design and major in photography. And today, I have a love for landscape and architecture. So I'll just go through. This is black and white shot of what's the building?
哪个清的？
Like my house.
女儿在。
The corridor.
Okay, this is Singapore. Here's reservoir. Sunset. Duo. I always like to manipulate my images. That looks like it's actually shot in the day, but it's actually night. Shot in the day, but looks like a night.
It's a piece of art.
This is sunset. All these are long exposure. I'm talking about like I shot like 1 minute plus in a day. This is Toa Payoh. I waited for like 7:30 to shoot this picture. I love drone shots. So these are all taken on drone. This is in St. Andrew Cathedral. But I will. This is the memorial hall. This is
Esplanade.
Esplanade. Okay, this is
Beach road.
yeah. This is shot a day, but looks like a night. This is what today what we call a fine art architecture photography. DBS, actually there's a plane there. DBS building. This was shot in what is called Second Chan, what's that? The Sky Mirror.
Sky Mirror.
I went on the sunset, so I got this little ball and I shot this. sunset. I also love to do 360, and a lot of people like to do tiny planet shots. So this picture was taken on a 360. I shot 360 degrees, which made up of 34 pictures, and I made into one picture. This is sunrise. This is at Woodlands. Sunrise. I followed them. So this was the sunrise at Tanjung Ru. Yeah. These are long exposure as well. This is shot in Penang. This is sunrise in Penang Bridge. Drone shot. This is again this is called a panoramic shot. This is a fishing village in Penang. Actually, it's Butterworth. Okay, this is Chinese Garden. There's a lot of photographic manipulation going on here. Initially, it started off like this. So actually, there are two buildings, but I find it so boring. Then I don't like the background. There are a lot of buildings and a lot of very busy, just HDB flats in the background. And I decided to remove all of them on Photoshop.
That's nice.
But I find that, hey, I got two buildings and they look kind of like, why not I just do the other side? That's why I end up doing like that.
So it's called art.
So this is what I like to do. I just take pictures and I try to do as much as I can. Sometimes I take a picture and I will just switch off my computer and I'll come back 2 days later and look at it. Oh, it's not nice. Reshoot again or redo again.
This one 照片啊。
This is so I remove all the background. This is a 2-minute exposure. This was recently taken in Mersing. I stayed in this little hut. I woke up at 4 a.m. and I shot these pictures. Again, this is panoramic. This is drone photography. This is sunrise in Mersing. Black and white.
呀，那个你要比较。
Long exposure.
有些人还没有 try 过。
Oh, Mersing.
Lonely Tree. Lonely Tree, Fish Islands.
有一个cut，一个叫cut。
Sunset.
That piece.
This is second chunk. Eddy view. I like to desaturate my colors, so I make it black, almost like black and white, but give it a sepia tone to it. I make the cloud more dramatic. I love the three tones.
4根桩啊。4根桩。
This is Pearl Bank. When I found that Pearl Bank is going to demolish, then I took a drone shot.
How do you take the close shot?
This is the top.
No, drone.
But I knew.
Drone flying.
How you go? By helicopter?
没有 fly the drone. 无人机。
This is a light festival.
哦，这样子就 take 呢。
So because无人机啊 they have
This is sunset at Watu Pahat.
不是，他就怎么被拍的？
A lot of sunset. All the riverside.
Yeah, I saw this guy. He parked his bike here. And he went fishing. So I thought I can use this as a point of subject. I did the.
9285
This is again the light festival. I saw this was taken near where the SJI, there's a pond there, so I decided to use this as a reflection. Milky Way.
Don't know what to take up.
This is twilight. Oh, this is another drone shot. Taking at Keppel Bridge. So I saw the continuous container and take it to Merlion. I went on a drone and shot.
Certain place.
Just go there
Some are
and
no
then
fly
you just try another.
This is Penang.
Everyone's
Penang is a beautiful place to fly drone.
No man land.
This is Mount Bromo.
Yeah, still have. You go to the near the-
This is a drone shot of me I was sitting here at the crater edge of the volcano. This is Australia.
Drone is very stable. Surprising.
Australia. The lighthouse. I woke up 4:30 in the morning, drove all the way to this part of New South Wales to shoot this picture. That's it.
That's the score.
Okay, good. So I have seen all the photographer. Any question you want to
I
ask?
have a question.
Come.
When you see a good picture, how do you know it's an original or using Photoshop?
Ask the photographer.
This one.
Yeah. Because a lot of photo we take already might not be nice, so we sometimes go to computer and do some editing.
That's all steps.
So important to do some editing, cropping, crop is important. Then enhance the light action.
Photo at
So sometimes certain place too dark, you need to enhance the light to make
So
it.
we will know that he's using
Actually, in the past, when
That was
we
a
used
Photoshop
film,
expert.
But only I don't know
we
how to use
actually
it.
enhance the picture on the dark room.
Yeah.
Likewise, today is digital. We really can control our work as well. So, whether you're saying manipulated or not, in the past we also manipulate our pictures. Today in the digital world, we also manipulate our images, but it has to look nice.
Yeah. So ultimately, it's the picture how you look at the nice or not nice. Yeah. So some people even add certain things also, like some no bird, I go add the bird in, no sun, go add the sun in. Correct. So it's so common now. Nowadays, the computer are so.
So no need to wake up at 4 a.m.
The original must be there.
It's a
Whether
different.
you got his song,
Yeah, look at it. Yeah.
whether you satisfy yourself.
Photoshop.
Yeah, but you need original to do Photoshop. You need to do original to enhance
You
it.
can be very creative
Yeah.
by using something like this, and you get something like that.
Oh, from the.
You see, you can create something like that.
How to make the effect of burning paper?
Just
Photoshop,
anything,
Photoshop.
even a cup like this. I'll show you the cup. This is the cup. It turned out to be like that. So you can do all kind of creativeness thing. Even a thing like this, you show up the holes. You see all the holes there. Alright. Then you use a chain. You take the picture of the chain. The other side of the chain is a guy. See? You can use any obstacle to do something out of it. Like this guy holding a shoelace, and it turned out the picture to be like that. So all is a piece of creativeness and art that you can play with. Okay. These are handphone taken. You can enhance with your app to make it very artistic.
You mean the cloud is enhanced?
It's enhanced, not original.
No, okay, put it this way. Your eyes cannot see a lot of things. Alright? So when you through the software, when you darken it, all the different colors show up.
Okay,
I
done
got
by
many things
handphone.
for you to pick which one you want.
Yeah.
Look,
Yeah,
this
that's all
handphone
the
taking.
setting.
Then you focus on here, the rest is all blur. You can do that.
How? Just till now is how they do that.
No, use the round one to tick like that.
Then you focus here, right? The
Yeah.
rest is blur here. You know, handphone also can take as small as this. Micro. This is Huawei.
Commercial time.
I'm very happy.
All these are Huawei.
Wow.
No joke. Really no joke.
But we must know how to use.
Well.
I'm also using the Huawei.
No, what he is teaching you is use a pro mode. Pro mode, then you have
These
to
are
adjust.
Huawei. iPhone.
Some of the auto one you may not be able.
By the way, anybody who haven't submit your name for lucky draw? All have, right?
What do you have? What do you have?
Johnny's handphone, Johnny's handphone.
Got a guess. Let's keep off the lucky draw.
Okay, so now it's the lucky draw time. You want to do it?
Actually, just take one,
Right.
No price.
Okay, we will call the name. Wait, surprise.
Got the name already.
Who's one? First prize, next one.
Later, I want to show you one trick by using this piece of wall. With your mobile phone, you can have twin. Later, I show you. Then you go back ask your parents 都嚟啊，明明我一個哦，又想試嘢，講好食。精彩 just take anyone. Okay, this item I think is a camera. Johnny's camera. 來，Jasmine, is it? Gone home already. Somebody want to take for her? Anyone want to bring for her?
What is this one?
It's a chain.
Okay.
We got enough lucky draw a lot.
Yeah, we got a lot. Okay, this one is a camera lens. Wow.
The cup is a cup. So you want?
I do want because I don't have.
Wow, sweet.
Cup is a cup.
Mr. Sweet.
This lens can use anytime, anywhere, any situation.
No, you cannot use it. Pour water.
Quick.
You just pour water and drink it.
Okay, next one. Wait.
It's a mug.
Oh my.
Lens
Quick.
Wow, Canon lens Quick. Wow, Canon lens
Come on.
Sylvia, where is she?
Next one is the camera.
Botan. Wow, 恭喜！
Now handphone can use. Now handphone can use.
Huawei.
我的也是华为。
Okay.
Okay.
I want to see how Johnny take. Just you
Okay, 好，来。
Agnes.
哦，照亮。
Apa mau right?
Oh,
okay. Okay, Terence Wong.
Wow, wow, left for you, good.
Okay, so let's down Simo.
Big lens.
You like it?
Okay.
Okay, this lens is These lens are sponsored by China.
This one is lens. No. It's a lens pouch.
Lens pouch.
Yeah, that one
Sally?
Sally.
Sherry 個多，
嗱，食啲埋好啊，
Sherry 咯，
啲埋好啊。
Sally or Sally?
Sally.
Sally.
哦，真係好正，不過咁麻煩咧，點咧？我哋。
Okay, Russell.
Russell， 哇，
Có camera à?
This one can be a title.
Super mini 咧。
Wow, give me a car now.
Come. Take. Đấy, Dana, come in.
Aina?
Okay, good.
Aina? Oh, this one is a car charger.
Car charger，
Anyone one can exchange.
要卡啦，要卡，你買你另外注另外，camera。
Just.
Exchange. Ronald Schwartz.
OK， 哇，個 camera
來，關鍵攞。
diamond 嚟。
Come. 1, 2, 3. But the light no good. The
Ronald.
price no, price
Everybody got one, no worry.
邊個咯？啊，哇，攞啦！一邊先，那邊。啊，哎，這入槍，我就看到這個。 攞得下咗。
Next one is sit.
OK，
Next one is sit.
Rona. Come on. Dana. Đi cái à? Ah, okay.
Yes, cut charger.
Ah, okay.
OK 啊。
Yes.
Yes.
Wow, Rona.
Go。
Jasmine. Wow.
OK。
拿進嚟啦，拿進嚟。
No, charger.
Okay,來。
Just talk about charger, you came to the charger.
Wow.
This one put inside my car.
And next one is Lucia.來，come and pick. 叫名對講起來啊。Choose what you want. Taurus. 排隊，叫名排隊了。Okay, come here. Anthony, you put on
OK， OK， 你嗰啲啦。
Cheryl? Margaret here? 來排隊。排隊。練啦。我見啊 ，Daisy， you here？ 我那邊出啊，那個就是你。
啊，來。
Yes. You here. Susanna, you here? After they choose, take them to PK is still here? PK.
好啦，電話，
Alvin Les. Another Jasmine. Another one Jasmine. Any more Jasmine soon?
Jasmine 老婆。
Okay, PK， 你名字没有写下来，来倒一个，没有可以转送给别人。那是小小的相机。
you follow Sherry?